up, everyone? Just a day in the life of me going through it. We're gonna start working on a couple bikes in the back. We're gonna get them knocked out and get them to the customer. So let's go. We soldered everything. The key to soldering, I'll give you guys my secret, is you guys gotta keep the tip clean. All right. So we'll deal with some flux. This rag has water on it to clean it constantly, or you're not gonna get a good solder. It's gonna be difficult. They'll beat up and then roll off, and you don't want that. They're wasting all kind of time. And shout out to SAS Gloves, always taking care of us in our hands. They have all sorts of safety equipment. We get the flux, and then you burn on some new solder. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but this is how I do it. This is how I do it, you know. And then you get, I do this every time right before a solder job. So it's easy, easier, you know. See where the solder is sticking to it right there? Nice and clean. And it's easy for me to knock that out. Now I'm gonna cover this, make sure I don't get no sparks on it. Let me get my gaiters right. Get my gator clips. I already got all this stuff prepped. I'm getting so many comments. Oh, you solder like that? Yes, I do. I learned over the years what works and what doesn't work, and what I'm doing works. So I'm gonna continue doing it. It's not broke, don't fix it. I hook them so over the time of vibration with the bike, it doesn't. Even if the solder cracks a little bit, it won't release the wire. I make sure all the edges are tight, so when I slide over the heat shrink, it's not gonna catch a wire and pull. So what I do is I heat up the wire and I heat up the solder at the same time. Boom. You know, that's one side. So right there, it's sitting on the, see that? Do it again, I heat up the wire, solder at the same time. Get the solder and I roll it in. Boom. Oh, your solder ain't that clean. You sound like a hater now, bro. Don't be hating. My solder is pretty clean. So I grab the wire, tighten it, heat up the wire, and then push the solder into it, and then roll it out. So we do this like on our sound systems. We do this on our air ride. We do this on our handlebars. We make sure that we do this on everything, so these wires not popping off. We don't use butt connectors. We don't splice the wire and tape it. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna do it once. We're gonna do it right. So then I'm gonna flip it to the other side, and then I'm gonna see if anything didn't catch all the way through to the other side. Majority of them look pretty good. If you can see this one, there's some people that saying I didn't flip it or whatever. Look at that, all the way through. Beautiful. It's exactly what you want. That one's about 99% through. You can see it. Just a pop through this a little bit, but it went through. This one is not as good as I like it, but it's definitely not gonna go anywhere. But since we have the tools right here, we'll just knock that out. We'll get it, we'll do it once. We'll do it once more and lock that last little one that I wasn't too pleased with. Do that one more time. Boom. And since I'm right here, I hit that one, boom. The rest of them look great. Right after you solder, you want to flux, clean it out through the pad, and then wipe her off with the water. There's water on here. Bam. So this is clean for the next run. Every single wire has its own shrink wrap. So you can get all the shrink wrap and then pull it up. So what you do is you get the heat gun out, and then get this shrink wrap right over all the cuts that you done and soldered. Then I always like to heat it from the bottom so you're not blowing on all the wires and everything else. Like I just turn it instead of turning the gun and keep the gun in one place, keep it distant because it'll melt the wires. And I got one more right here. Turn the wires so I can get all sides. Boom. Like a glove. SAS glove. All right, so. I can't give off all my secrets, you know, but I have a certain tape that we use. We don't use anything else besides this tape. Sorry, can't give it to you because this is one of our secrets. So what I do right here is I use this tape because it's not gonna, your standard tape that you guys, like, you know, anyone can get at the store. After heat, the glue will start to seep out of it because it's like, I don't know how it's made, but the glue will seep out the sides of it and everything's nasty, sticky. Then you start seeing wires and it goops up. This tape won't do that. Pretty much how you solder something. That's how we solder our bars. So right now we'll just install this and then I'll put a final, you know, coating over this on top of it. And we'll tuck it to the back. You won't never see it, but it looks great. We know it looks great, and that solder won't ever come apart. Putting on some risers so these bolts are clean, so that it won't mess up the new threads. Remove all the old Loctite. Loctite is a thread locker, prevents bolts from backing out. Boom, thread locker, boom, boom. Okay, so what we did here is we did a pullback plate, remove the ignition, remove the old handlebars obviously. Did a pullback plate by Kraus. What allows the T-bars to just go straight in, you know? So we're gonna move the whole ignition over. It's gonna look really, really clean up front. Got all the wires to the bars. Be super clean when we're finished. Ooh. So I slid this cover into the bar so that protects it. So that's the closest it's ever gonna get to metal, like it rubbing on the aluminum where it could shear the outside cover and then ground out. But that's gonna eliminate it right there. This thick cover, it's already wrapped with shrink wrap, it's wrapped with our tape, and then it has this cover on it. It goes into the handlebar, and we're gonna slide that to the back right here. All right, let's go straight to the back. So when you're applying thread locker, a lot of times you could throw it out of the can. Majority of the time you're working one hand full. So I dab it on some plastic, it won't dry, it'll stay there forever. And you never wanna get thread locker on the tip of your screw, all right? Because that's how it'll lock, it'll be hard to get it out. Or then say the head of this thing breaks and you gotta get it out, it's gonna be super, super hard. So you wanna always go like midpoint. Midpoint with the Loctite, so it's sitting in the middle. So right here, the top of this thread is not even gonna go inside of the threaded piece that we're going into. This wheel, it's hit right in the middle, not too crazy. We use red on everything, even though we're not supposed to. We just don't want it to come out. We just don't put as much. So bam, that's how you do it. Right in the middle. So it doesn't, a little bit of knowledge. We learned the hard way. I hand tighten them, I hand screw them in all the time, just so we make sure we don't cross thread anything. Then I try to get the levers and the handlebar and the levers and the grips lined up as best as I can, and then we'll adjust this once more when we get on the bike right now. We'll make sure we adjust them right away so that the Loctite don't dry in the wrong spot. So we're gonna hurry up and get it to the other side. Do the same thing, and then we can adjust them and then tighten them down, and the Loctite will dry where it's supposed to. So we move the ignition down because these ignitions, they have like a little solenoid. I don't know if that's a proper term, but it allows it to turn on. So even if we like wired them together and hit it so you could turn it on from the ignition, it wouldn't work because it needs a certain amount. It breaks down to 12 volts. I think it's like 7.5. So even if you touch the wires together, if you're trying to seal it, it wouldn't turn on. We move it down here because we got the T-bars right here. Got a cleaner look. And like, this is meant to go fast, not to like beep a horn, you know? So the horn is gone, boom. That is for racing only, not for streets, okay? You gotta sign a waiver for us to do this. Remove the horn, looks a lot cleaner. T-bars look badass right here. We just gotta find one more of this coating, all right? So it can finish it off right. Test drive went well. Bike looks good, runs good. On to the next one. Everyone's hitting me up about these hats, man. We got a few more in stock, so don't forget to cop them before they're gone. It's the challenge right now, getting hats in stock. By the time we get them, they're gone before our next order is in, so get them while you can.